Hi guys, I will continue with that Pagoda front subframe. The task for today is to install those spindles. I just got the bolts in today, so I can put everything back together and finally finish this thing. So this guy's here, as you see, 30 bucks a piece. Silly. Rubber seals, I think they $12 US, 25 for the castle nuts. It's just crazy. And then the shipping to Canada is just outrageous. I don't even want to mention that. Like, I better smile and continue putting this thing together. So I already greased the bolt. As you see, the other one is still brand new in the package. I will start with the bottom. I will put the bottom, since the bottom threads in, and as you can see, I got everything lined up here for the bottom. Sorry, for the top. But I will start with the bottom because it needs to thread in. So I will still I loosen this up already so I can line it properly later, and then I will torque it to the required torque. Right now it's halfway there only. So this guy goes in, but this guy goes in with two seals. So I gotta remove it from the back. See, I got excited. Um, okay, so it's fairly simple. Uh, the bolt goes in. That's in by hand. Yeah, first I always like to thread it in by hand. Once it's in, then it's different, but initial start, it's gotta go by hand. And let's see how this works out. It should, the thread was all good, so it should work pretty good. So now my only concern will be putting this seal on it without damaging it. So maybe what I should do, actually back this bolt off and as much as I can, and put the seal in first. You know what, just enough to hold it. Then yeah, yeah, okay, I think I got both sides pretty well in there. Although, yeah, this maybe not cooperating the way I thought it would. I could use another hand. Okay, I think we are in on one side, but the other side, I think the grommet, the rubber seal is not sitting there correctly. Yeah, let's thread this guy in. Okay, well, I know it's like watching paint dry, but I like to drive that in by hand still. Alright, I'm almost there. So I can use that bolt actually to line the seal up. Maybe You know what? I need better light. So I'm gonna pause for 1 second, get some more light. Maybe get you a better angle of that. So I repositioned the camera so you can have a better view on what's going on here. And that seal right there, that second seal, it's not cooperating 100% at the moment. I don't want to damage the guy and then wait another 2-3 weeks until a new one comes in. So I'm holding it, at this point I'm holding it with the ratchet handle and slowly threading this guy in from the other side. But right now I think I reached the point where the seal is being squeezed and it's out of place. I may have to pull everything out again and just kind of find a sweet spot. So you know what, that's what I will do. I will give you a close-up. As you can see here, that second seal, it's a little bit out of place, and see, like it's not really sitting where it's supposed to, and because it's squished right now, it's really hard to move that out of this groove. So what I will do, I will take the bolt out here, and try to position both seals. I may put some kind of a shaft in there so they both sit center, and then thread the bolt in. So I'm just gonna pause for a second, get the bolt out, and we'll roll again after. So okay, half an hour later, I got this guy in there. It was a major hassle to get that second seal in without causing any damage. It is squeezed all the way, as you can see, that little piece in the middle, that buffer, it's squeezed all the way. So I try to film it, but you know what, I whatever I had was covered by my arm, so I only have one camera here. So I'm going to try to explain how I did it. Like, I used the handle of a small ratchet, this guy here, and I put that through first. I put both seals and a pin and the assembly. Then I slowly threaded the bolt from the other side. I threaded the bolt that holds it. I made this little contraption of you can use a small ratchet, right? But the smallest one, like even this one, was a tad too big for me, so I needed a smaller handle. So I made this little contraption so I could turn the bolt at the bottom. Anyway, turning it slowly, the first seal goes without any hassle. That's easy. And the second one tends to go inside the hole. So you have to have, you know what, actually on the other side, what I will attempt using the socket in there. So the socket, just a long socket, like this one is 12 mil, but 12 mil is too big. So I will attempt to use the 11 in there, and that may center the seal much better. So I will definitely update you on this in a second, but at this point the bottom is installed, so later I just gotta torque it and put the lock pin in there on the castle nut. That's about it. And grease, of course, I got some grease in it, but I'm gonna use a grease gun and fill it to the brim. So now the second part is the top, which in theory should go much easier. So what we're gonna have here is those. I think I got the parts here. So this guy, that's the notched guy. Okay, so this will go roughly like that, and yep. All right, so what we're gonna do is line everything up, this, that. All right, so I think we have it. we got it all. Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do though, like I did before, since that pivot point here, it never gets lubricated, right? So I'm gonna put some anti-seize in there. Not much, just a smear. And same with the other side, because that piece needs to be adjusted for alignment later, right? So obviously we don't want a lot, so I'm gonna go over it with my finger and remove the excess there. We don't want that silver stuff all over. Anyway, so that's about it. Now let's see if we can put that in. So this guy, I'm gonna attempt to put the seals on it, see if they hold. And that's the adjustment side, so that little notch goes on this side, and the washer goes on this side. See if I can squeeze the guy in. See, this side is actually easier. So, okay, move my camera to the top. Okay, maybe zoom out a bit now. Okay, and the bolt goes in. So let me align it. Okay, I gotta get my pin, 1 sec. Okay, so you know what, that doesn't line up the way I want it. I think I'm gonna have to get maybe use a long punch. I'm afraid, again, I thought it was super smooth, but it doesn't look like it. I'm gonna have to use a thick punch and put the punch through it, use it as a some kind of a, unless I try the bolt of this side, because it goes once, but then I'm lost on the other side. I'm not matching, so yeah, I'm gonna go get a punch and then continue. Okay, so got a punch, and you know what? That should help me line this up better. Okay. Okay, got that side in. Okay, so the pin is in, the seals are in. Obviously, it was much easier to place those seals here on this side. Wait a minute, I still got. Yeah, the second washer is buried underneath it, isn't it? You can't see it. You know what? Just gotta make sure it still sits there. Where is my pick? Oh yeah, it does. Okay. It's kind of, but what I don't like is the way, I don't know if you can see it here. Is the way that the rubber seal gets squished, kind of out of position. I don't quite understand why it's so. You know what? I'm gonna take a picture, I guess, and post that and see if that's what's happening for everyone. Anyway, let's continue on. Now we'll put that. Turn this guy up. Let's see if we can tap this into position. The hammer somewhere. Okay, this side is in, so now we're gonna turn the guy and reposition the other side. Although, oh, maybe we'll just grab it. Yes, oh my. Oh, I brought enough tools here from the garage. I don't really want to sit in there. Okay, so this is in place now. You can put the locking ring and the nut. Okay, and I'm not going to torque that just yet. Okay. See, this is nice and free. Let me move it back, zoom out a bit, and everything is moving nice. Okay, so that's about it. The only concern at this moment, because this video became too long for what it is, I'm gonna post it unedited the way it is, but my only concern at the moment is that seal here, the way that seal sits. It's kind of awkward. I mean, it's still gonna protect, it's still gonna keep the grease in there, but the way it sits is not uniform. It kind of goes in more here and farther out there, and I don't know if that's the way the new seals, all of them do sit, or the older ones used to be better. I don't know. Well, let's hope it does the job, because I don't want to open it up again. So that's about it. We got this side done, and the other side is partially assembled. See, I just trial fitted the top just to see how it is, but I have to take it apart anyway, and the bottom needs to go in first, since the bottom is threaded on both sides. It's much easier and safer to start from the bottom and then just push the top in. Okay, so that's about it. As you can see, finally, this is almost done. So once I have this, I will just put the springs in and cover this with a blanket somewhere in the corner. Okay, enough mumbling. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any suggestions or ideas or on how to get stuff done better here or easier, especially placing those seals, the bottom seals, that'd be great, you know, so we all know for next time. For now, you all have a good night, and talk to you next time.